Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing to start this game. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. He's got it inside the 25. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch, sir. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. No touch, sir.
Hurts comes out throwing. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
$63. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. No return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Throw complete to Lamb. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Right up the gut. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Great, set. Delta.
From the pistol, Hurts. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
60-6.
They'll try and punch it in. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Cowboys pull out in front further, 13-zip. Now we'll see them try the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Up to the races, middle of the field. The 40. Into the red zone. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2. Well, Brock, you never want to take the point after for granted, and this play shows why. However unlikely, we don't see it often, but there's always a chance that they can get through for the block, and then it's a foot race down the field.
And then you got to really give credit, right? In the credit pie, give a slice to everybody because it takes them all on special teams. It starts with making the block, and then everybody alert enough to transition to set up the return.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch it. No touch.
Now a give running right. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Great. Set. No touch.
2nd and 8. Completed to his running back. Jukes one defender, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Hurts now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Hey, Silver. No touchdown.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
Motioning the tight end now.
No touchdown.
Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Good.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Good, set. Silver, set. No touchdown.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. 2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. a look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at fourth and long. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. They have him back there because of the incredible things that he can do on punt returns, Brock, but this time he winds up giving the other side their incredible moment.
That's right. As a returner, you've got to field that ball clean first, and then second, keep it secure the rest of the way. There's 10 dudes on that other side. Heck, maybe even 11 if you got a punter who likes to hit. And their sole mission is to separate you from the ball at full speed. And if they're lucky, well, they're lucky they can return it back to the house for 6.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18. Pioneer.
They'll come out throwing. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
No touch it. No touch.
They'll start this series with an option left. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Great. Set. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
No touch it. No touch it.
Hurts setting up to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So no return on that punt, and they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go. Cougar 19.
Plowing up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Dulcich hauls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Got it. Ready?
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. He's on the move. Caught for big yards on the right side. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He lets a heater go deep, middle, brought in, inside the 20. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That goes for 36 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone, instead stopped at the 2. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep, 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They'll hand it to him again. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Third time's the charm, he gets it again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Great. Set.
Motion man right is Smith. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch it. No touch.
Give now to the running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Great, set. No touch.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Great, set.
45-yard line.
No touch.
That's complete. Here's Brown. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On first down, Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Great, set.
Motioning the tight end left.
No touch.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
No touch.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
No touch.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
No touch. No touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks...
Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That one's complete, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing from the gun here. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast. From the 30 on second down. And that one's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. So now it's going to be third and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set. Tiger Hornet.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They get it right back, that's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Don't touch that.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Great, set. Don't touch.
Hurts now from the gun. That pass complete to Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Don't touch.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Hey, easy. 63, 63, bang. Yeti, Yeti. Don't touch.
Hurts throwing again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
He's throwing for it! Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit! He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Pass complete to Dulcich. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Into the hands of Dulcich. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles need to score quickly. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
No contact. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Back to throw, Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Putting a receiver in motion.
No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he gets this to the 5 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And this one doesn't go far. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. He gets it away now from his own end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
First down throwing for Hurts. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done.
Let's go.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Brings up second down.
Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
Another try following the sack. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
Now at 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Forced out to his right. Need this to force overtime. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.